Okay, I'm back again real quick. Uh, let's talk about credit. There's millions and millions of people that pay rent every year. Millions. And guess what they're doing? They just sit back, pay the rent, whatever. But guess what you don't know? And I bet you millions of people are going to be shocked when you hear this. Every time you pay rent, your landlord is supposed to report it to the 3 credit agencies because they owe you points. So that means if it hasn't been reported, that means you're losing out on those points. That's why your credit score is soaring. Boop, 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 boop. It's going down because you're missing out. So listen, you're missing out on so many points. You know, but listen, when you go to the store and you use your debit card, you think it's fine to just use debit. It's not. Use credit. You're missing points. You know? Now, don't think don't think it's too late. Come to me and I can make sure that the credit agencies put those. And guess what? Now they passed the law that they have to put at least 18 months back of points on your credit report. Wow. That's what I like. So, listen, I got a credit repair. Listen, I got a special going on. $80 for the month of December. We are the cheapest in the world. You understand me? A Martian, if he wanted to get his come get his credit done for $80. So listen, $80. That's it. That's all you pay. Now, I know you said there's a catch. There's no catch. I'm doing this out of the goodness. Listen, out of the goodness of my heart, because I want people to be able to have good credit without companies ripping you off. Who has $99 a month? Who has the time to wait a whole year to kick out over $1,800 and your credit's still messed up? Nobody. Listen. This is my Christmas gift to you. $80. Just like that. All you have to do is get your reports into me. We talk about what your goals are. How can you get to your goals? It's not even going to take a year to get to your goal. You know, like they do. Listen, credit repair companies bleed you. They bleed you for a year or more because they want that fee every month. They tell you, oh yeah, we just took off 1 or 2 items. You're doing great. You're doing great, by the way. What? And your score's falling. Then, okay, let's say they do get your score up to 5 to 700. Okay. But guess what happens? They know you'll be back. Because guess what? Your score is going to fall. Boop, 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 boop. It's going to fall all the way back to 5 something. Like, damn, I got to call these people back up. I got to pay them another $1,800. Stop the press. Why should you pay these people again? My company educates you. So you keep on working on your credit. There's things that you could do on your own. There's things that you could do with your score is still going up, not down. It sickens me. That's what it does. It sickens me. It's horrible. What these guys do. But it's legal. The problem is they don't educate you enough to say, okay, well, if I do this, I'll make it close to 800. Or if I do this, I'll make it over 700. It's a difference between me and them. I'm going to tell you. I don't want you to think I'm just on here talking to be talking. I'm going to tell you the difference. The difference is They get your credit. They get you going. They get you some points. They get you up there. They push you just up enough to get you smiling. Then, once the process is all done, this is what they do. They say, "Oh, you're doing great." After they got all your money, you might be pushing $650, a little over $6. You're happy because you say, "Okay, I'm up there. I was at 5, or I was at 4, and they got." That's nothing. You're still in the range of bad credit. You're just up a little bit. Listen, our policy is that you walk away with good credit. We are not satisfied we don't let not one customer walk away with bad credit. And that's our policy. We educate you, we pull out all the stops. You understand me? We send out massive disputes. And we don't give up. Because we don't give up on our customers. Plain and simple. I had a lady about a couple months ago. Well, no, I think another lady this month too. She said, "Mr. Kirby, I paid these people $100. Then I paid them $99 a month for about she said, well over a year." So I said, "Send me your copy of your credit report." She sent me that. I looked at it. It was 512. I said, let me get this straight. You went to these people, and your score is 512, and it was 512 when you started, and you've been paying. She said, "Mr. Kirby, I paid these people over a year." I felt so bad for this woman. I said, "Listen," I said, "come to me, and I could change it. I could change it." So what I did was I said, because you've been in the system so long, I could do it online and see what So this was like, I think this was in the middle of November, I think, or the beginning, somewhere around November. And she was getting letters in the mail saying her score went up 65 points. She said, "How is that possible?" I said, I hate to tell you this, but these people were pocketing your money, but not doing the work. And she was very upset. She says, "I see." She said, "Mr. Kirby, I look on the computer and I can see all the stuff that you did for me." And that's why I tell my customers, watch your emails. Look on Credit Karma. You can see everything I'm doing. The disputes, the points. She was like, she felt so used and she felt disgusted, And so I told her that that sometimes in life, the devil is always watching. The devil is always there to take advantage. So she told me, "Mr. Kerr, I'm trying to get get a loan to get my house done up a little bit, stuff like that." So I spoke to her this morning, and she was very happy. She said the bank is ready to approve it. They wanted to speak to me, so I spoke to the bank officer, and he was like, "You did a tremendous job." I mean, I was really, really excited when a banker has to talk to me and say, "Hey, you did an excellent job on this woman's credit." And this is the guy that she's been dealing with. He says, "I've been dealing with this woman, and she told me how this company," I'm not going to mention the company's name because, I've been talking about them frequently because it's an ongoing thing. So, it's just not her. It's tons of their customers. So, as long as they keep on screwing up, it makes my business better because all their customers coming to me anyway. So, the guy was like he was very happy for this woman because she's been through so much. So, I'm glad that I got to help this woman. I'm glad that I'm glad that my company was able to fix her wrong, because there's a lot of companies out there that say they can do this, say they can do that, and can't do a thing. It's not that they can't do it. It's that they're just being lazy. Because all it takes is a dispute, a stamp, and an envelope. That's it. It's not that hard. But when you take a person's money and claim you did something, and then, you know what kills me? This is what really kills me. And I have to say this because when you send a person a letter and you tell them, oh, this came off your report, how do we know? We don't know if it came off. And that's what this lady was saying. She said, Mr. Kirby, it wasn't from the credit agencies. It was from their company. So, yeah, I got to go because I got to deal with the situation. But thank you for listening. And if you're interested, contact me, 610-470-8992.